World is a legacy. It's about beauty with a purpose. And as a young girl who used to love watching the show and who tried to understand more about beauty with a purpose, I felt that with compassion in my heart, not only for the underprivileged but for everyone, with sincerity in my actions, and a sole purpose to spread happiness, I always believed that I could contribute to this purpose. I never knew that I would be winning the title, but I always wanted to be a part of beauty with a purpose. And I think that is the core of Miss World, and that is what made me feel a part of it, made me want to work hard to be able to do justice to the platform that was given to me. When I was 18, I learned something about the domestic help who used to stay with us at home. And because my parents are both doctors, I was always quite involved with people as they used to run an NGO themselves. They still do. And I always loved being in that environment where you're able to make other people smile. So my domestic help had problem conceiving a child. And as she would discuss it with my mother, we ran a few tests. She visited many doctors, and it came out that she had fibrous tissue in her uterus. And when we tried to explain it to her why, my parents realized that she might have had an infection during her childhood, maybe during her puberty, due to which the fibrous tissue was formed, and the most probable cause of infection was poor menstrual hygiene, because she's never used a sanitary pad in her entire life. And that was the only fact that she could not conceive a child made her to marry thrice. And ultimately, when she could not finally have a child, she blamed herself for it and went into depression. That's when I realized that this has such a huge impact on lives around the world. That's when I knew that it was an issue, because as a child growing up with forward parents, where my school, I was blessed with good education, I never knew that this would be a problem. I then chose to study in rural Haryana, because Haryana is my home state, and I've never stayed over there because my father used to keep getting transferred around the country, and I've only stayed in metropolitans. But I chose to study over there because I realized that I have seen this side of the world, but to be a good doctor, I need to see the other side as well, and that's why I wanted to study in rural Haryana. And 1 year of college, I came to know that it was not just the lack of awareness. People knew that what they had to do when they were menstruating, but they didn't have the provision to practice it. They didn't have any shops nearby in their villages where they could buy sanitary pads. They would run out of generic pads, due to which they had to buy the expensive ones. Well, mostly their husbands would be out because they were all truck drivers, so they would be traveling. So women would not feel very comfortable to go out of their houses and purchase pads, especially from a man who's a shopkeeper. Keeping all this in mind, I took my project to the Miss India organizations when I was preparing for Miss World, and they were quite excited about it. They told me that we can do a lot of good things if given the right push, if we go in the right direction, and that is when I associated with the local manufacturer of sanitary pads and Walmart India, and we worked across 3 states in the northern India. So along with awareness, we would create women entrepreneurs in villages who would source these low-cost pads and sell them in their villages. So that was a very small step that I made. But of course, after I won Miss World and the Miss World organization decided to start this year's Miss World Beauty with a Purpose tour with my project in my home country, India, I knew that I could do so much more with whatever I have got right now, with God's grace. So we started in Hyderabad. It has only been 5 days that we've been touring. We've been working endlessly. I think I have to thank all these women, all these ladies, who've come from all across the globe to support me. I thank you so much, Stephanie, for not only crowning me that night, but for also coming here and keeping your promise to stand by me through this year. And of course, thank you so much to Ms. Julia Mole for bringing us all together and inspiring us to walk in purpose. We have had an incredible experience, because as a 20-year-old, to be able to do all of this to be able to see so much. I never imagined I could achieve this much in a span of 5 days. I'd really like to thank